You won't believe what a man promised his wife in 1985 and what he finally gave her after 40 long, painful, unforgettable years. This is the story of a wife's patience, endurance, and a husband's journey of change. The bet, which seemed like a joke at first, would one day become the ultimate test of their lives. It was 1985, a warm June afternoon. We were newlyweds. I was 23, full of dreams. He was 27, carefree, full of life. We were sitting on the terrace sipping tea when he laughed and said, "If you stay with me for 40 years, I'll give you something big." "Deal." I laughed and replied, 40 years? Let's see if you even last that long." We both laughed. Little did I know that this laughter would one day turn into tears in my eyes. The first trouble came with his job. Late nights, stress, irritability. He became distant. I remained silent, thinking perhaps he was tired, but the fatigue slowly turned into a chasm between us, and months later, it started to test my endurance. One night he whispered, "I don't know why, but I'm not happy." I realized then, was this 40-year promise truly a burden? A job was lost. Finding another seemed impossible. Money was tight, expenses high, and when a man struggles financially, it also breaks him emotionally. He spoke less, smiled less. The house was filled with silence and tension. I managed everything, work, home, children, and he fought his inner battles alone. Yet I never forgot that bet. One night he yelled in anger, "I'm ruining your life. Why don't you just leave?" I calmly replied, "Because I chose you, not the bet." For the first time, he rested his head on my shoulder and cried. I realized then, men break silently, they just hide it. Years went by. Life slowly improved. He found a new job, we moved to a bigger house, children grew, happiness returned. Yet sometimes he would whisper, 40 years still left? I thought he had forgotten, but he never did. By 2018, we had been married for 33 years. I found him writing in a diary. I asked, "What is this?" He smiled and said, "I'll show you when the time comes." That diary remained his most closely guarded secret for 7 years. He grew weak suddenly, illness, fatigue, weakness. I was scared. 40 years were about to be completed, and my only prayer was, "God, don't make this a cruel joke." He held my hand and said, "I have to fulfill the bet, no matter what." The exact date. The same day the bet began in 1985, he asked me to sit. He took out the diary, weak hands, but steady. "This is for you. You didn't just endure 40 years. You shaped me inside the diary. Every year of our marriage was recorded. Every sacrifice, every joy, every lesson he never spoke aloud." The last page read, "This is not a gift. It is a mirror of your life, and a promise that the next journey I will fulfill without a bet." I cried, and for the first time that bet felt beautiful. Life is not about bets. It's about patience and love. Sometimes our partners break. Sometimes they falter. But leaving them in those moments doesn't end the relationship, it ends the person. 40 years is a long time. But love doesn't count time. This story is for everyone who has the strength to endure. Love doesn't ask for conditions, it only asks for the heart.